exciting skyline of metropolitan Dallas as a backdrop. The campus of Southern Methodist University is a green and gracious oasis of learning. Not to mention some of the leggiest, loveliest co-eds this side of, well, anywhere. Today, Sunday, May 14th, 1972, SMU is the setting for an event destined to take its place among the most dramatic and memorable clashes in the annals of sport. One generally hailed, with only token argument from the old-timers, as the greatest tennis match of all time. To the crowd that packs Moody Coliseum, to the national television audience of aficionados for the world's fastest-growing sport, this is the eagerly awaited equivalent of boxing's rematch between Dempsey and Tunney, or Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. The second meeting at the summit of the two racket kings who fought it out to a four-set fare-thee-well in last year's World Championship of Tennis. Dramatic, climactic, but far from inevitable. 6 other finalists had come to Dallas the hard way, beating out the toughest competition to become the top WCT point winners in 20 grueling tournaments held around the world. Tom Akker, the Netherlands. Marty Reason, USA. Arthur Ashe, USA. John Newcomb, Australia, who won his place in the very last tournament, edging out such great stars as Roy Emerson, Passerelle, and Roger Taylor. Bob Lutz, USA. Cliff Drysdale, South Africa. All of them out to topple top-seeded Rod Laver, first tennis player ever to win over $1 million in prize money, and the 37-year-old phenomenon, agile, ageless Ken Rosewall, reigning world champion of tennis. His first test in the quarterfinals, young and powerful Bob Lutz, all matches best 3 out of 5 sets. Rosewall takes the first set, 6-1. Lutz, the second set, 6-3. Rosewall, the third, also 6-3. Lutz wins the fourth, ties it up 2 sets all. And the 5th set decides it. Lutz falters, and Rosewall rolls over him 6-1 to move into the semis. Ashe serves to Akker, a big ace. When Arthur's first serve is hot, nobody on the tour can touch him because his whole game catches fire. Akker, who beat Ashe handily in the finals of Chicago's Kemper International Tournament, never really gets into it. Shows only a few flashes of his customary brilliance. Ashe wins it in 3 scintillating sets, 6-4, 6-1, 6-3. Cliff Drysdale's trademark, that devastating 2-fisted backhand, wreaks havoc against Marty Reason, catapults him in front 2-0. A lapse in concentration by Drysdale, and a spectacular turnaround takes place. Reason takes 3 sets running, really running, and assures his spot in the semifinals against the winner of Laver versus Newcomb. A hard-fought match, but not a long one. A single service break in each set settles it. But unluckily for John, all 3 of them go to Rod. Laver takes this one straight, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. In the pool of the Dallas Hotel where the WCT finalists are staying, Tom Akker splashes away the sting of defeat with a real water baby. while his wife, Anne-Marie, watches the action with Mary Laver. Rod's adversary tonight, Marty Reason, with his beautiful wife, Sally, taking time out to relax after his 5-set struggle with Drysdale before the upcoming crucial semifinals. Arthur Ashe, Ken Rosewall. A packed house watches them battle for a place in the finals. Ashe has lost his magic touch. Rosewall wins the first 2 sets, 6-4, 6-3. But Ashe surges back in the third. A welcome break in the tension. Time out for a sportsmanlike gesture of appreciation for Rosewall's great try. Six games all, and they go into a 12-point tiebreaker. Can Ashe turn it around this late in the day? No way. Rosewall takes 7 straight points for his 3rd straight set and a shot at his 2nd straight World Championship of Tennis title. Will his opponent be Marty Reason or once again Rod Laver? The way it starts out, the chance for history to repeat itself is strictly a long shot because Reason is right on. He wins the first 2 sets, 6-4, 6-4, just like Laver took Newcomb. And now he's drawing for 3 of a kind. But Laver has some aces up his sleeve. With that rematch against Rosewall and the only title yet to elude him as an incentive, he starts turning the tide. He destroys a tiring Reason in the last 3 sets, 6-1, 6-2, 6-love. And so the stage is set for the confrontation in the finals that everyone wants to see.
At the southwest corner of the court, WCT.
The big one between the big 2, Laver and Rosewall. Since Ken won last year's championship in a 4-set cliffhanger, Rod had concentrated his attention on turning the tables here, the ultimate test for both of them. Two all-time greats, not only in tennis, but athletes whose ability and stamina have won them a permanent place among the unforgettable stars of all sports. Referee Tony Trabert spins the racket. Rosewall wins the serve. And then the first of 355 points, which will be bitterly fought for tooth, nail, and racket before this marathon epic is concluded. But the game goes to Laver, a service break. Couldn't be a worse start for Rosewall. And here, in slow motion, the ballet-like beauty and grace of the sport is fully revealed. Laver, giving every indication that he can crush his Aussie countryman as easily as in their other two meetings this year. But it isn't that easy. Ken's serve gets in the groove to make it 4-1. In the next game, it's his advantage. Right now, he can break Laver back. It doesn't work out that way. Laver wins the point and goes on to hold serve, gaining a 5-1 edge. Though Ken loses this fiercely contested point, he takes the next one for a service break. 5-4 now. Ken is coming back strong and has his second service break opportunity. A magnificent lob, but Rod, always the aggressor, takes the offensive on what would be a defensive shot for most of us mortals. Turns back Ken here and goes on to take the first set 6-4. The golden incentive, this gleaming symbol, spurring them on to that last extra effort that is the pride of the champion. Laver wins the point, but this just isn't his set. Ken wins 5 straight games, and here in the 6th has his 4th opportunity to break Rod's serve and whitewash him in the set. He does it, and the score seems unreal, both to the crowd and to Ken.
To win a set 6 love against Rod is something that doesn't happen too often.
Hollywood's Jim Franciscus, a confirmed tennis addict himself, marvels at Rosewall's incredible resilience. First game, 3rd set. Fantastic backhand get. But Rosewall coolly lays it in the other corner. Incredibly, Laver reaches the ball. Add to Rosewall, really beginning to sweat this one out. Rosewall leads 5-3 now. 40 love, set point. And Laver fights to stay in it. How does he do it? That Laver wrist action is one of the marvels of the game, but it's still set point. Leads 2-1. If he takes this set, he wins the match from Laver. Another Rod named Steiger, quite an award winner himself, roots for his namesake to get back in it.
Changed my rackets after the 3rd set, and my serve seemed to come back a little bit better then. But sometimes it's better to serve badly against Ken than it is to play serve well against him. Serve a fast serve at him, he comes back faster.
Rosewall 3 games, Laver 2. But Rod storms back to face Ken with a service break at 15-40.
Well, that's one of the things that Rod does, where you feel you've got him in a match and he comes back.
After another Laver break, it's 5-4 his favorite, Rosewall leading 15 love. He moves in for the volley, only to be driven back by a great lob. But his equally great return pins Laver to the service line. Ken moves in again to make a crisp volley to keep Laver back. But then Rod takes the offensive, pulls Ken over and back with a down-the-line corker. A terrific lob, and a magnificent get from Rod, but he's too far out of position. Chess, played with rackets and split-second precision, that's the quintessence of tennis. Rosewall pulls even at 5 games all. Then Laver holds serve and leads 6-5. Rosewall fights to even it up at 6 games all and a chance to win it in the tiebreaker. Now it's 40-15. It's 6 all, and the set goes into sudden death. If Ken wins the tiebreaker, it's all over. 7 points is all it takes with at least a 2-point margin. The Rosewall touch. He leads 2-love. Two-one. 2-all. Laver, and he takes the next one. 4-2 Laver. 5-2 now, and it goes down to the wire. Laver leading 6-3. One more point will give him the set. Laver wins it. This incredible match goes well over the 3-hour mark, and network television preempts show after show to stay right with it. As an ever-growing audience, dial-hopping fans of other sports get caught up in the drama of these two extraordinary Australians fighting it out to a fantastic finish. Can Rosewall's 37-year-old legs carry him through? It just doesn't seem possible. But he breaks Laver's serve in the second game and goes into the fourth with a 3-1 lead. 15-40. Break point. But Laver staves off disaster and brings it back to deuce. Rod's advantage now, but Ken takes the next 2 points to face him with another break. How long can he keep this up? Laver's ad. He must take this game. Deuce again, but Rod is not to be denied. On the 17th point of this seesaw struggle, he gets the advantage. And now, Rosewall leads 3-1. 4-2 Rosewall now, but he's down love 40. $15-40. Can the bone-tired Rosewall pull this one out of the fire? No. Rod breaks serve, and now Rosewall leads 4-3. The match rolling past the 3.5-hour mark. Laver wins a love game, and it's even at 4-4. Let's look at that incredible shot again. Laver hits a winner going away. Not too many players in the world can duplicate that one. Rosewall holds serve, and Laver has to follow suit just to stay alive. Love 15. $15-all.
I was hoping Rod would serve from a backhand there. Felt that I'd give that a bit of a shot.
Ken takes it to 30-40 match point. Laver's back is against the wall. Rod survives the crisis to take the game, but Ken holds serve to lead 6-5. And in the crucial 12th game, Rob is still under the gun. He must hold serve. 30-15. 40-15. the next point, and it's Laver's advantage. Now almost everyone in the vast crowd is rooting for him. It seems not only fitting but absolutely essential that this match go down to a fifth set tiebreaker to cap its ever-mounting drama with a climax of almost unbearable suspense. There it is, the final sudden death tiebreaker. 12 crucial points will decide who will be the world champion of tennis 1972. Laver going strong. Rosewall down to the last precious ounce of his flagging energies. One apiece. Two-one Laver. Three-one Laver, and Rosewall looks like he's had it. 3-2 Laver. A double fault. Laver's big serve, which had failed him too often through the match, betrays him again when it counts the most. 4-3 Laver. Laver. All he needs is a pair of big ones to polish Ken off. That ball must weigh a ton. 5-4 Laver. The audience is hushed, expectant. Ken girds himself for Rod's big serve. Of the fifth set, unbelievably even. A blistering backhand return down the line. The shot heard round the tennis world. And now it's Ken who needs just one more. Only 2 points difference between these two tennis immortals after playing for 3 hours and 45 minutes. As Mike Davies, Executive Director of World Championship Tennis, says in his presentation,
That is probably the greatest tennis match that I have ever seen in my life. There should have been two winners out there today, and in fact, tennis and the public really came out the winner today. What else is there to say? The 1972 World Champion of Tennis, Mr. Ken Rosewall.
I'm just about out of breath. We're just about all out of time. I'm very happy about winning. I'm sorry that there can't be two winners too.
Ken Rosewall, age 37, for the second consecutive year, the world champion of tennis. But the runner-up is a great and gallant competitor nobody can keep down. Rocket Rod is ready for the next one.
Well, I always say third time lucky, so everybody better look out next year.